Influencer marketing spend surpassed 500 million rand in 2024, according to Vantage Advisory, and is forecast to more than double by 2030. The taxman wants a slice of that revenue cake. This is part of efforts to meet the revenue collection estimates for 2025-26 set out by the National Treasury at 1.986 trillion rand. Thank you for joining my channel, guys.
Welcome to Don't Forget to like and subscribe and follow my content if you find it wholesome. SARS has to treat them the same because one of the canons of taxation that the whole tax system is found on is equity. So Ntokozo Khumalo should not be treated differently as respects to circumstances or whatever their personal situations are. When it comes to tax, it's an equitable tax system. So whether you're bringing in major brand deals with a lot of currency or you're just making a couple of $100, you're a taxpayer, everything is equal.
That's right. Your Get Ready With Me video may need to come with a Get Ready for SARS disclaimer. Once your annual income crosses 95,751 rand, the taxman comes knocking. And ignoring him, you may find yourself facing penalties or even garnishee orders if you're a micro-influencer that use the funds for day-to-day living with no assets for SARS to attach.
We know SARS has to collect debt, but they will not go after economically inefficient debt that they can't collect. If there's no money to collect, then they can't collect the money, right? And we've got provisions in the TAA, we've got debt compromise section 200. There's something cooking in SARS's perspective as to what that will look like. But you get into arrangements. So if you don't have the money, you've spent it, but then it's a behavioral thing. You will then come on their radar.
For the high flyers raking in dollars, pounds, or brand deals from Dubai, SARS doesn't care where the money comes from. If you're a South African resident, it counts.
South Africa follows a residency-based system of taxation, meaning that as long as that influencer is a South African tax resident, they are taxed on their worldwide income. Now we get to the SARS side of things, and this is where we start to encounter a number of hurdles. The first of which is, well, when SARS are trying to go after these influencers, what they do is they process bank statements and they look for deposits. And that includes any deposit, really.
But there is room for the taxman to make an error, especially when using artificial intelligence tools.
Meaning if you transfer funds between your current account, so when it lands in your current account, we agree that that is income. Whether it's post-tax, pre-tax, it depends on how you're structured. Now, when you move it from your current to your savings or a money maximizer or between your accounts in different banks, well, that's not income. That's simply you moving your money. But with SARS's processing system, it logs each deposit across all accounts.
So whether you've got 800 followers or 8 million, it's time to sort out your admin. Get a business account, register as a provisional taxpayer, and maybe, just maybe, don't blow it all on limited edition sneakers for your next post, the experts advise.
How do you structure this in a way that's sustainable both for yourself, but also even for the whole economy? Because we could still be counting unemployment when we have people that are actually making money, right? So someone could still say, I'm not employed, I'm just a content creator, but you're earning income to be able to sustain your own life. So I think it's conversations around what we view as employment.
How should then policymakers approach this?
So I think there's a lot of learning that needs to occur, a lot of sharing of these policies.
So while SARS sharpens its pencils and algorithms, influencers may want to sharpen their tax knowledge too. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Johannesburg.